Hey everybody, just wanted to check in, say hi, how's it going? It's tough times that we're facing right now. A lot of us are stuck inside. Some of us may have lost jobs. It's kind of wild that there's so much uncertainty. Um, and I just want to share a few things that I know for certain. A, we're going to get through this. And B, everything that you decide to do, your actions, your thoughts, your feelings, are your choice. All right? And what you decide from here on out dictates your success in getting through this, and like what you can do. At least I know what we can do collectively in the name of health is the following things. Okay, and regardless of a health crisis or not, like we can all do these things to live healthier, happier lives. All right, so here's a tick list. Number one, drink more water. You must stay hydrated. Okay, one of the things that's pretty unique about human beings and the earth is that we're so similar, almost like biologically, right? Like the water inside of our bodies and brains is identical to the earth. All right, that's that for a reason. You can't deny that we are so similar to the earth. The earth needs to stay hydrated, and so do we. All right, the earth provides that and healthy food. If you were to come to this planet before man did, before any type of agriculture, what food sources are available to you? That is a tough one, right? But what I'm trying to get at is seek the healthiest food sources that you can. Whole food, original food, okay? Fruit, vegetables, primary. Got to get the macronutrients, okay? Grains, animal protein, non animal protein, all these things are super, super necessary, okay? Get your fats, get your carbohydrates. Try to avoid sugar at all costs. This is the most significant immune system killer there is. And there's so many different types of sugar. Like if you look at a food label, the ingredients has something that ends with OSE, dextrose, for instance. This is a type of sugar. Get rid of it. Okay? It is destroying your body from a cellular level, the very center, right? And it exponentially makes your health worse. Okay? So, water and food. Now let's talk about movement. Okay? Your breath is the origins of movement. Okay? So anything that you do movement-wise, hopefully for fun, you need to focus on your breath first. Okay? Inhale, exhale. Fully inhale and fill up your lungs, your stomach, and then exhale it back out. Okay? This is an incredible thing to do because when your lungs especially fill up, there's such a small distance between your lungs and your heart, so it's like actually giving your heart a massage, right? And your heart and lungs work together to help you move your body, okay? I know we're indoors, and that just can be frustrating. It kind of almost promotes lethargy, but whatever it is that feels good for your body, do it, okay? And if at this point in time in your life, exercise does not feel good or movement doesn't feel good, like simple walking, okay, then we probably need to address some health issues. If your body hurts when you move, we have to address some health issues. And we got to step back. The things that come before movement is breathing, food, and water. If those three things aren't in check, your physical body is going to hurt. If all these things aren't in check, you're going to get dis-ease in the body, okay? And that promotes illness. Some of the most significant stress-related illnesses are hypertension, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes, okay? These are proven scientifically to be lifestyle-related illnesses. And so many of us, probably people watching right now, are at high risk for this, okay? You can decide to make the change. If this is your thing, if you are experiencing poor health, you must take responsibility. And if you do these few things that I've mentioned, drink more water, find healthier whole food options, breathe, and move your body, you'll notice a change. You're nourishing your mind and body. You're creating more balance. And if you sustain that, you'll have more energy. Okay? You'll lose the physical and some of the emotional weight so that you can thrive. Part of the reason why people are going to get sick and potentially die from COVID-19 is a few factors. Age certainly is a factor, but it's not really the biggest one, okay? Because there's plenty of people who are in the like 65 and older category who are not going to pass away from getting COVID, even though we say they're high at risk. It's the people with like a high risk stress-related illness, people who have a poor immune system that are really at risk, okay? Again, these people, okay, who are more at risk, okay, it's a little bit too late for them, and it is sad. But, you know, when things like this happen, it's time to really decide that you're not going to be the one to experience that. And again, this list is so simple, but so difficult to actually like take the leap and do, okay? So this information that I'm sharing with you, it's not new, but it is tried and true. And if you do it, the next time something like this comes around, which it's very possible, you'll be in better position, no matter your age, okay? I know this to be true because when I was 30, about 8 years ago, I had a significant health crisis. I got a bacterial infection while I was traveling in Europe. I took antibiotics to clear that infection. And little did I know, after we thought that it had been killed by antibiotics, it was still in my gut, just kind of creeping there at a low level, not really significantly impacting my health in the present moment, but over the course of 2 years, in my body, unbeknownst to me, it's slowly started to sort of have a negative impact on my bodily systems. My immune system was essentially destroyed. Maybe not the most scientific word for it, but all the gut flora, intestinal flora, which by design is to absorb nutrients into the bloodstream, that creates your fingernails, your skin, your hair, everything that has to do with cellular regeneration was pretty much destroyed. And that bacteria was a foreign invader, just like a virus is. Now, if COVID-19 had hit me back then, I would have died. A 30-year-old male high-performance athlete who on the surface was given a clear bill of health by doctors. It's one of those don't judge a book by its cover kind of thing. Well, little did I know that my immune system was no longer there, and so I was getting sick all the time. Colds and flus would come and stay. I had chronic diarrhea. Because my gut health was so poor, my mental health also decreased. I was having a hard time with my relationships, my significant one, and I not only lost that relationship, but I also could no longer perform on my job. And I ended up losing the ability to work for a full year because physically I couldn't do it. And while that was going on, I knew intuitively, like right down in here, that I had to make a change. And if I didn't make a change, if I didn't address the actual core reasons why I was unhealthy, then I would not only stay unhealthy, but I would eventually like die of some sort of stress-related disease. So I looked into, other professionals, sort of in the mindfulness, nutrition, movement practices, and what I did essentially was decrease my stress, eliminate the bacteria through both sort of Western conventional means and also more of like an Eastern sort of lifestyle related means. And it's pretty amazing what happened. The whole foods that I ate strengthened my immune system because my blood was stronger. I got that intestinal flora back. My gut's microbiome was strong. Okay? And I sustained that with whole foods, with water, with breathing practices, with good movement practices, from walking and stretching, yoga, to riding a bike, again to hiking, to then actually climbing again, which is my sport. And within a couple of years of doing that, I ended up one day deciding I'm going to run a trail, a 46-mile trail that's never been run before. I was not a runner. I just had this incredible energy that I'd never had before. Now, in my 30s, technically I was 34, and in my 20s, I was definitely like a much more like physically stronger, so like mentally alert kind of athlete. And then when I hit 30s, I just like felt a huge decline. Of course, it was due to this illness, but now I am like aging, getting whites in my beard, and I'm deciding to do this run that most people train for months and months and years to do. And I put a crew together to help me with food and water along the way, and I just went and did this run. It took me 13 and a half hours, but I did it, and did it nonstop. So what I'm trying to impress upon you is that if you do these things that I'm sharing with you, you will get healthier. There's no doubt you'll be able to fight naturally. Your body's supposed to fight these things naturally. There's no doubt that you'll survive these future pandemics if they come. Okay? And if they don't come, you're going to live to be a much older, healthier, happier human being. My name is Ryan Howes, and I'm a health coach and a climbing guide. And I'm here to help people experience a healthy and happy life. My main goal is to help you lose the physical and emotional weight so you can thrive, just like I'm thriving, just like my clients are thriving. Come join us. Don't forget, drink some water, eat healthy whole foods, breathe, and move your body. Good luck.